Hello everyone, it's Foxshot here. Welcome to my video gameplay for PC. Today I'm playing Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon is an action-adventure RPG game, and with a unique art design and graphic design, and also a very good soundtrack. Despite the fact that I've clocked in 312 hours in with the game, it is one of the most frustrating and annoying game I ever played, and I'm going to show you and tell you why just after the video introduction. Okay, see you soon.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth, but we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Right, as you can see, it's got a very nice graphic style, design, and artistic side of it, which is quite attractive. I'm very attracted to that sort of game. So let's start a campaign. Now you can play with all the DLC. I've got them all, or you can just disable them. So I'm gonna disable them because I don't want to. I'll play with it right now. Choose your difficulty. Radiant will be, well, the sort of starter one, maybe a normal one.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Right, now it wasn't clear how the stagecoach has been destroyed and why. Anyway, you are now on foot and you have to reach your mansion. Is that a mansion or a manor? I'll say, or castle, I don't know. Let's go. Very stylish graphics, I really like it. Right, just going through quickly with you what's all this, the setup, the configuration, and what they mean. So this is your basic action. It will be unlocked and will be highlighted when you actually encounter a fight. This is your armor, weapon. You cannot change them. You can only upgrade them. Details of your characteristics, skills. Okay. Your inventory, what you're carrying. At the moment you've got nothing than just food. Okay, so I'm telling you right now, it's a horizontal scrolling game, so you can go only forward or backward and nothing else. Yeah, that reminds me of some very old game on my Amiga. So let's go. Okay, this is the radiant light. This is your torch, your light. As it goes darker, then you will suffer fear and all sort of things when the dark comes. So later on, if you can keep this always up.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead. Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
There you go. That was your first encounter. Now, everything is based on RNG. Now, RNG is a random system, so it decides based on your side, your points, and all sort of things. And the enemy side, it will decide who start first, who play first, who turns is that, how much you hit, how you hit, if you dodge, if you critic, you crits, all sort of things. So it's all in the RNG system, and this is one of my main critic, the RNG system. But I will talk about it a bit later. Now let's dispatch that brigand. Okay, if you've noticed, he's got 2 dodge and still managed to dodge my hit. Yeah, okay. What's the chance in that?
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Along the way you will find all sort of things that you can open. Some are traps, booby traps, or some are just simply open and you will find things inside. Sometimes interesting, very interesting things, and sometimes just useless stuff. Or sometimes nothing.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places. An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful
I
owner
suggest
has
you
returned, and their kind
have a
is
read
no longer
your
welcome.
action bars, and what each action does. Now I'd like to hit them both and give him a little bit of debuff. I know as a fact that the next round RNG will give this guy, big guy, his turn. So I think I'm gonna try to stun him so he will jump his turn. Ah, he resisted.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Now as you can see, when the enemy dies, it leaves the corpse there. Now this is very interesting because a certain hero, depending on their position, can only reach a certain enemy depending on how far they are. Okay? So can be the situation where if you want to hit a melee, that if there was an enemy here, you have to meet him in the corpse in between, then you have to destroy this corpse. So the last enemy will move one position forward, so it will be reachable to your melee hero. He managed to split me, and I will lose 2 points damage every round if I don't clear this ASAP. But I've got nothing, no bandage. You need bandage to stop the bleeding, and I've got nothing. Let's end this.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Okay, quest completed. I forget to open the chest. Never mind. When you finish your when you complete your quest, you will be rewarded with all sort of things, and that will help you towards upgrading your heroes or your town, as we're going to see right now. You will also get randomly some, what do you call that, characteristic for your hero. Some negative ones, some positive, and you have to manage all this as well.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Okay, this is the town that you own, just below your manor and your land. This is a part of your land, and you will have to manage them. It's pretty in a ruin right now, but you can upgrade it later on and make it look better. So first of all, let's have a look at the stagecoach. Stagecoach is where you recruit your heroes. So it is very important to upgrade that.
Soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Right now you have 2 heroes that you can
What better
add
laboratory
in your
than the blood-soaked
roster.
battlefield? Great heroes can be found even here,
That's it.
in the mud and rain. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings. Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Okay,
Trinkets and charms.
so this is your land. This is
corners
your
of the
town.
earth.
This is where you manage your people and your town. It is just below your manor. At the moment, it's pretty in ruin. It doesn't look nice, but with time quest missions, you will unlock and you will fix all this and make it much better. I already upgraded the stagecoach, which is very important part. This is where you're gonna get your heroes so that to do your missions. Without them, then there's no obviously missions and you cannot do anything. So recruit as many as you can all the time, because they will die and they will die fast. I guarantee you that. Now this is the graveyard where you can see your dead hero. You cannot do anything here. You cannot resuscitate them. When your hero die, he stay dead. So be careful. Other area you can only unlock after doing and after completing certain quests. So there's nothing more here that I can do. So we're gonna go straight to the mission, just where you buy items, trinkets that you can equip your heroes with. This screen tell you about the quest you've got, what you've accomplished so far, your situation, and how far you are from your final mission of your campaign. With this, you can have a resume. You can have a look on how many how many parts of the game you have unlocked so far. So at the moment we are right there. So there's nothing there done yet. And we're gonna hit the road and go to our first mission. This is your inventory. Obviously trinket will go there, and then you can choose them, pick them up and allocate them to the hero that you want. So this is a little help in regards to the games and your character skills, accuracy, affliction, all sort of things, all sort of interesting, useful things that I advise you to go through if you want to. Okay, let's go. I'm back. So yeah, of course, usual gold inventory and all sort of position. Them position will help you. Them item you get during your quest and missions will help you upgrade your town.
A mecca of madness and morbidity.
So as you
Your
can
work
see,
begins.
you stop in the ruins of your castle, manor, how they call it. It goes from simple to a nightmare. Okay, so you're gonna unlock this one, and then others will unlock as well. I believe there are 7 levels for each places before you can hit the darkest dungeon. This is your rewards for accomplishing the game, the quest, sorry. And this is what you need to do during the quest. For this particular quest, you have to explore 90% of rooms. So this is where you select and put your heroes. They all have, all your heroes has a particular set of skills, going from range to melee, or a mix of both, really. So this is where you put your heroes. If you right click on them, it tells you here that their preferred position, so play with that and make sure they are in the correct position so they will be the most efficient. Okay, so she's fine. That's it. Hit the button, get the provisions.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold,
Right.
later in blood.
You're gonna need a lot of this later on. If you run out of food, your hero will starve of hunger. This randomly. All this will be helpful to you during the quest. Now, they're not infinite quantities, so you have to manage wisely. And also, they cost gold. Everything over will be done at the end of your mission. If you have any left over, they will be sold and you get gold back. Food, I constantly take a lot of it, as much as I can. The shovel, once in a while you will get to use it. Better have 1 or 2. Anti-venom. Enemy will give you some bad stuff if you get hit. This is to stop bleeding. This is key to open chest. I never really know how useful is that. What is it for, really? It's a buff, but it's unclear. when you get hit by horror. Oh, no more gold. Fair enough. Size. I need torch. Okay, done. Let's go. Okay, this is your map. For now, you can see where you're going, different rooms, but later on you will not be able to see whatsoever where you're going, and that will add to the difficulty. But for now, you can see clearly the path. When you come to the end of a room, you can then jump to the next room and work through it. As you can see, the light is going down pretty quickly, so keep an eye on this. And the light is 100%, I just lost 30 just by crossing over, so you can see how quick that was. So far the RNG system is in my favor. 3 of my characters have played so far.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Back to the pit.
Click on the chest to open it. Nice. Debuff skill chance. Let's give it to this guy. Can keep them if you want. If not, right click, control, hold control, left click to destroy it. Just one fight so far and my heroes have gone 20 points up in his choice. Some character will choice faster than the other. Now the importance of food. When you lose hit points, you have, you get to 0, you die. And food will help you recover. Light's going down again.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing
Like I say, now
passage.
robots will block your way. Either you can decide to clear the obstacle by hand, which you will lose health, or use one of the shovel that you've got with you to clear the way. If you ignore, I do not know what happened. You probably can't go anywhere. So monsters appear sometimes randomly, and sometimes if you have a scout skill, you can see them where they are in the map. but so far they've appeared randomly. Right.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Used during fight, I think. Sometimes your hero just pick up things without you even doing anything because of their character, the way they are.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I need this. Right now, I cannot reduce my level of
Watch your
stress.
step.
They will be trapped. Sometimes you can see them on the floor, sometimes you won't. If you got a character who has scout, I think, skills, you can see traps on the floor, on the ground.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Greedy, isn't it? it for his health. Now that's what I'm saying. Hunger comes randomly. If you don't eat, you will lose weight. And you get stressed as well.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Right, during your quest you can abandon the quest and click around here, but your hero will suffer, I think, experience lost and also increase on stress. As they accomplish quest missions, they get resolved, which are experience points. Experience point will be used to, for them to level up.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same. Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike. The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Okay, first mission. The RNG system has been kind to me. I did not suffer much, but one of my heroes is very stressed up. So I'm gonna stick him in the tavern for him to... Ooh, that's expensive. To recover from his stress. Ah, she might as well go there. Not enough. Okay. Okay, so far so good. There's not much to do really right now. Maybe spend a few. No man, I gotta keep some coins for the provisions. Progression 0%. More choices of quests here. Explore 90% of rooms. Nah. Explore again. Complete 100% of room battles. So you have to fight all the fights, even if you don't discover all the rooms you still have, and you still be able to finish the quest if you have accomplished all the battles. This is what you get. Nothing much really. Okay, let's take this one. She's a melee front, that's fine. Stick a second. And the last, yeah, that's fine. Ah dear. Okay, no choice really. Let's go.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Oh! Oh, nice.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
God,
Dazed, reeling,
come on.
about to break. The match is struck. A blazing star is born. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
First encounter, and look at the damages already. And you can only heal at a certain point. You cannot eat that much food.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Oh God.
We require only the strength to follow it.
I resisted both.
Decimated. The blood quickens.
Oh, nice. That's really shit, man. Here for 1 point. What's the point?
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Oh.
Destroyed. A death by inches.
Oh, bollocks.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Here you go, situation of no food.
To fall for such a little thing. A bite of bread. In Radiance, may we find victory.
I don't think I'm gonna survive this. Nice.
Back to the pit. Begone, fiend! As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear. The light, the promise of safety.
I don't think I'm gonna survive. There's no food. Off.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Did you see that? Bloody hell. Oh, come on.
A moment of clarity in the eye of the storm.
He's got 5 with dodge. I'm gonna die.
The wounds of
come
war
on.
can be healed, but never hidden.
Ay, ay, ay.
hellish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Oh dear, dear, dear. No food. Ay, 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 ay. That was a joke. How can you quit a zero heal? Now this is one of the nonsense of the RNG system. How can you heal from 0 to 13 and hit the crit of 0 heal? Makes no sense.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Ay, 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 no food, I'm gonna die. That's fine. Come on.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Oh dear, if I survive this.
Another one falls.
Oh! We might make it. Nice.
success so clearly.
RNG has been kind to me.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
You answered the latter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war. Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready. The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
So what you gotta do now is grind your way and level up your characters, because they won't be able to play every turn based on their level of stress. You may manage to get heroes playing once or twice, or even three times, doing 3 quests one after the other, but at some point you will have to rest them because of the level of stress, and you will have to use lower level and grind your way up so you can reach a level 6, which is the maximum level that your character can get to. Right, this is it for now. In my second video I will go further up into the game and I will show you a more advanced level of within the game. Okay, I hope you guys like the game. It's not on sale at the moment, but I do advise you to buy it on sale. At the moment, RNG system, which is completely random. How you distribute the turns, the round, the hits, the damage, and all kind of things has been really kind to me, because I think it is because it's just starting the game. But further into the game, I have realized that it is quite a mess. It is quite difficult to manage everything, because everything is actually working against you. Okay, but that I will show you in the next episode. Okay, for now, Foxtrot out.